tonight we're moving up. We've got some bigger caterpillars that needed more room than these little to-go containers. So I've moved the bigger ones. Here's one that's on the side so you can kind of see the size of them. I didn't want to touch him because sometimes they get on there and are molting. And he kind of looked like
he was molting.
Molting is where they're shedding their skin so that they get bigger. So I didn't want to touch him at this point in time. That's why I just left him on the side of the container. And then I want to catch this real quick. Can you zoom in? Look at this little guy that I had on the leaf, and he's crawling up the container, and he'll get to the new milkweed leaves that I cut from the garden. And I'm going to shut this so I don't get any bugs in it real quick. So I cut some of these from the garden and washed them off real good.
What is that container?
This is, I recycle. Call me green, I don't care. But this was just a container. It has a screw-on lid. You can put plenty of water in it. And my fabulous husband drilled some holes in it for me, different sizes, so that I can get different stems of milkweed and have plenty for the little caterpillars to eat, because they're very, very hungry. Then I'm also making notes, and I numbered the containers so that I know how many the bigger caterpillars that I took out and put in this container. So currently in this container I have 11. Normally I put around 10, but because I didn't want to touch them, that's just how it worked out. I'll leave them on the leaves that they are and try to dust off some of the frass, which is this little black stuff. It's their poo. And it doesn't really smell or anything. I mean, not any more than the milkweed does. So anyway, but you do have to clean it up because they don't like, they don't like to be dirty, and it could get moldy and stuff like that. So I clean these just about every day, depending on how many caterpillars I have and the room that I have.
So at this stage of the game, what you're doing now is almost a daily process, right?
Yes, it is definitely a daily process. I check them every day, and sometimes if Charles is home, he'll make sure that I didn't miss anything and that we get more milkweed if needed, because they are very hungry at this stage. They will grow probably for about the next week, and then they'll start going up to the top, and that's when they start J-hanging, and then
or at least some of them go to the top.
Yeah, some of them go to the top. Some of them will make a J on the milkweed plants, usually underneath the leaf, or sometimes I've had them, not on these containers, but I was using some that had a lip, and they would
that one in there has a lip.
Oh yeah, it does. So they could make it there, or sometimes they could make it on the zipper here, and that makes it really difficult to unzip it if they've, made the chrysalis or J-hang there. So make sure to look on the other side before you unzip it. And a trick that I've learned is always make sure it's up here, so that way you're able to at least unzip it halfway. So anyway, tips from a mom, a butterfly mom. Have a good evening.